LEC is dying because there's too many Koreans. I could watch that. Wait, let me watch that real quick. Wait, how do I...
Like Korean players? What is he talking about?
Yeah. Alright.
May
10 minutes. I can do
the
this.
fact that SK Gaming is hiring a new bot lane in Rahel and Luon, replacing Exakick and DOS. It's a Korean import, and the community reaction was very negative. Right now, SK Gaming is 8-1, and I'm not doing this video because they're doing well, because it has very little to do with the conversation that happened at the time, but it is kind of funny.
What the
Rahel is, in my mind, the MVP. But let's focus on the point of the video. So, the community reaction was examples like this. Skull emoji, skull emoji, skull emoji. What is with these random ass imports that are going to flop anyways? What a weird move from SK. Can't see them ever making worlds this year. Please. Didn't he watch enough LCS to understand that import is no good for the region? NA fans watching EU GMs, the fuck they doing over there? I think there's a lot of criticism that is fair to give towards EU GMs for sure, but this is specifically to the idea of importing to Korean players. So my take is this. I think the community is filled with virtue signaling people who have no skin in the game at all. And they talk about how they want rookies to be playing all the time, and they want, you know, European talent to be there. But, you know, the moment anyone underperforms, it's a call for their head out of the league. And then when the Korean players, the Korean imports perform, no one bats an eye. Even in this conversation, right? It's like the irony is like ICE is popping off completely, right? Before this happened, June was important to Fnatic, and he's popping off also. He's doing super well. No one says anything. No, it's the dark ages. It's the dark ages. These people haven't looked at how well these players play and are not judging them by their merit. GMing, right? If I'm GMing, my purpose is to utilize my resources as well as possible to create as powerful as possible of a team in terms of performance, right? How you market it, so of course, is important, but in the end, LEC is heavily driven by results, especially with the new format. It's like the further you go in, the more game time you have, and then potentially you can sell off your contracts, or you want, of course, qualify to the World Championship. That is the biggest incentive. So performance is king. Performance is king. Getting top 3 is super important in the LEC. And if that is the goal, I'm not going to be held back by some virtue. I want to make sure that my team is as good as possible. So I'm going to do as much research into everything that is available to me. And that starts with the player pool. If I'm only looking at the European player pool, I am doing a disservice to the potential of the resources I have at hand. You should scout every available player base. And then you should judge each player by the same attributes and metrics. Because the concern is when you hire a Korean player, that oh, he's not going to try as much. Or
Okay. I have to speed this up because the speed
or he's going to have a hard time communicating. Or he's not going to assimilate well in Berlin. And those are fair points because these are things that you need to address. But you need to address these things for every player that you sign. Every player that you sign, you need to address these things. Because there are European players that don't figure out the lifestyle in Berlin well.
Okay,
there are European players that don't communicate well.
In the
there are
players now.
Okay.
European players that don't try hard enough when they get to the LEC. So you need to judge every player by the same metric. But if you're signing players just because they are a Korean import, or you're judging signing a player just because they are a rookie, or you're signing a player just because he is a veteran that has...
Huh?
Did they already win a game, or why do they have a trophy?
It's a key. Didn't I tell you this?
Yeah, but I thought you got the key after you win.
I thought so. Wait, the players are holding a key right now?
Yeah, Umpty's holding one.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, no,
won in the past. Without looking at why they won and what they achieved and what are the circumstances that they thrive under and assessing how they are as a person, trying to do as much research as possible, going into the game and actually having appropriate analysis on how good a player actually is. These are things that you need to do regardless. Because there are Korean players that come in and they try so damn hard to bond with their teammates, to learn English, they take their classes, and they use a translator, and they work giga hard to make sure that they are...
Okay, wait. So I'm not going to keep watching the whole video. It sounds like he's defending importing Koreans as long as they're actually really good and that they are the best candidates possible. So the title is a little bit misleading.
I think it's purposely misleading to be clickbaity.
Yeah, purposely misleading.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
just
that's
say.
fine. Okay, then I agree with him. It's a good video. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
a good.
Yeah,
thing,
it's a good
you know?
video.
Like
Yeah,
importing
good
is
video,
cool.
good video.
It's chill if they're actually worth it. You know.